You don't have to be a hardcore prepper to get caught in a bad situation on the road. One crash, a sudden snowstorm, a wildfire closure, heavy fog, or a multi-car pileup can turn a highway into a dead stop for hours. And here's the part most people miss. A car is only a safe shelter as long as it has fuel, ventilation, and visibility. When traffic isn't moving, your gas drops, your phone battery drops, temperatures swing fast, and your vehicle can become hard for other drivers to see. That's how a normal drive turns into a serious risk situation, the kind people later describe as the highway became a graveyard. This video is a simple, beginner-friendly checklist. 20 trunk items that help you stay warm, stay hydrated, stay visible, and handle the most common breakdown problems without doing anything extreme. Most of these are cheap, easy to store in one tote, and useful year-round. Let's go item by item so you can build a kit you'll actually use. Number 1. Real insulation. The single best thing you can keep in your trunk is a serious wool blanket or a cold-rated sleeping bag. Serious matters because thin fleece feels warm in a store and then does almost nothing when the temperature drops and the wind is ripping heat out of the car. Wool is the simple, reliable option. It still holds warmth when it's a little damp, and it doesn't turn into a cold sponge the way cotton can. If you go with a sleeping bag, pick one that's actually rated for cold nights, not a summer camp bag. Pack it in a waterproof stuff sack or a heavy-duty trash bag so it stays dry even if your trunk leaks or you throw wet gear back there. The goal is basic. Once the car can't keep you warm, you still have a layer that protects your core temperature and buys you time without needing fuel. Number 2. Backup wrap. After insulation, you want a second layer that blocks wind and traps heat fast, an emergency bivvy, or a reflective emergency blanket. It's lightweight, cheap, and it turns a barely warm enough blanket into something that actually holds heat. The big benefit is speed. If you're cold and stressed, you don't want a complicated setup. You want something you can pull out, wrap around your main blanket or bag, and feel the difference quickly. Just keep expectations realistic. Reflective blankets can feel clammy because they trap moisture. That's normal. Use it as an outer shell, not directly against your skin, if you can avoid it. Keep your face uncovered so you can breathe comfortably, and don't tape or seal anything around your head. Packed flat in your trunk, this takes almost no space, and it's the kind of last 10% item that can make the rest of your kit work better. Number 3. Hands, head, feet. Warmth isn't only about your chest and back. If your hands go numb, you can't work a phone, open packages, change a tire, or even zip a jacket. Keep a small cold clothing pack in your trunk, a beanie, insulated gloves, or mittens, and 2 pairs of thick socks. Wool blend socks are a strong choice because they stay warmer when damp. For gloves, look for insulation plus a grippy palm, not fashion gloves. Put all of this in a zip bag so it stays clean and dry. Even in mild weather, extra socks matter because wet feet ruin your comfort and your focus fast. This pack is also good for a passenger who didn't dress for the conditions. You're not trying to look tactical. You're trying to keep your body working normally so you can make good decisions. Number 4. Pocket heat. Chemical hand warmers and toe warmers are a simple boost when you're stuck in cold, and you need quick heat without relying on the engine. They're light, cheap, and they work even if your battery is dead. Keep a few sets in your trunk and check the expiration dates once or twice a year. Use them the smart way. Warm your core first with blankets, then use warmers on hands and feet to keep circulation comfortable. Don't press them directly against bare skin for long periods, especially if you're already cold and your skin can't feel temperature well. Put them in gloves, pockets, or between layers. If you're traveling with family, these also help calm things down, because people stop panicking when they stop shivering. They're not magic, but combined with real insulation, they help you stay functional instead of just enduring the cold. Number 5. Metal hydration kit. Water is non-negotiable, and in real cold, it gets tricky because plastic bottles freeze and can crack. A single-wall stainless steel bottle with a wide mouth is a solid trunk choice, and pairing it with a simple metal cup makes the kit more flexible. The bottle gives you a tough container that won't shatter, And the cup lets you measure, share, and keep water cleaner than trying to drink out of random containers. In freezing conditions, don't fill the bottle to the top. Leave a little space so ice expansion doesn't damage it. In hot conditions, keep the bottle out of direct sun when possible because trunk heat can be brutal. The main point is control. You want a container you trust that can handle temperature swings, and that doesn't turn into a leaking mess when you need it most. Number 6. Extra water. One bottle is a start, but it's not enough for a long standstill. Add a second water supply that's built for storage. Sealed water pouches or emergency water packs. They're compact, they store neatly in a tote, and many handle freeze and thaw better than standard thin plastic bottles. Rotate them on a schedule so you're not relying on something that's been cooking in your trunk for years. If you live in a place with extreme summers, check them more often for swelling or damage and replace as needed. Keep the water together in one spot so you can grab it quickly without unloading the whole trunk. This is basic emergency preparedness that works for snow, heat waves, breakdowns, and even getting stuck behind a multi-hour closure. Water keeps your body working, keeps headaches down, and helps you think clearly when you need to plan your next step. Number 7. Clean water backup. Even with stored water, you want a way to make questionable water safer if you have to. The beginner-friendly option is water purification tablets. They weigh almost nothing, they don't take up space, and they turn "I have no options" into "I can manage." Another simple option is a compact filter straw or small squeeze filter, but tablets are easier to store and don't freeze or crack the same way some filters can. Don't overcomplicate it. Read the label once at home. Know how long it takes to work, and keep the tablets sealed until you need them. This isn't about turning muddy puddles into gourmet water. It's about reducing risk when you're stuck longer than planned, when you're helping someone else, or when your stored water runs out. In preparedness, backups aren't paranoia. They're just planning for the boring reality that trips don't always go the way you expect. Number 8. Shelf-stable calories. Food in the trunk isn't about comfort. It's about energy, temperature control, and focus. When you're cold, your body burns fuel faster. When you're stressed, people make worse decisions if they haven't eaten. Pack high-calorie, shelf-stable food that won't explode in heat or crumble into dust. Energy bars designed for storage, nuts, trail mix, peanut butter packets, or dense snack bars. Avoid anything that melts easily or requires cooking. Also avoid super salty snacks as your only option, because salt without enough water can make you feel worse. Store the food in a hard container or small tote so it doesn't get crushed under groceries or tools. Rotate it regularly. Set a reminder and swap it out before it gets stale. The goal is simple: steady calories that keep you moving, keep you warmer, and keep your thinking sharp while you deal with the situation. Number 9. Hands-free light. A headlamp beats a flashlight in almost every roadside situation because your hands stay free. You can look into the engine bay, check a tire, dig snow, read a label, or patch up a small injury without juggling a light. Pick one with a simple button layout, a low setting for conserving power, and a bright setting for signaling. Store it where you can reach it fast and keep spare batteries with it. In cold weather, lithium AA batteries perform better than standard alkaline batteries, and they're less likely to die quickly when temperatures drop. Don't rely on your phone flashlight as your main plan. Phones are great, but they're also your communication and navigation tool, and they can drain fast. A dedicated headlamp is a small upgrade that makes everything else in your trunk kit easier to use. Number 10. Phone power. A power bank with the right cables is one of the most practical trunk items you can own. It's not about scrolling, it's about keeping your phone alive for calls, location sharing, emergency alerts, and information. Get a power bank that's actually high capacity, charge it regularly, and keep the cable you truly need, not a random one that doesn't fit your device anymore. Cold drains batteries faster, so if you're stuck in winter, keep the power bank and your phone closer to your body when possible, instead of leaving them on a freezing seat. Heat is also rough on batteries, so don't buy the cheapest unknown brand and then leave it baking for years. A reliable power bank turns a no signal right now problem into a I can keep trying and I'm not running out of battery while I wait situation. Number 11. Jump starter. A portable jump starter is insurance against one of the most common breakdown problems, a dead battery. It also reduces the need to depend on strangers or wait hours for a service truck when conditions are bad. Choose a model that matches your vehicle type and has clear safety instructions, and charge it on a schedule so it's ready when you need it. Many jump starters also include a built-in flashlight and USB ports, which adds redundancy to your lighting and phone power setup. The key beginner mistake is buying one, throwing it in the trunk, and never checking it again. Put a reminder on your calendar and top it up. Also, practice using it once in a calm moment, not for the first time, on a dark shoulder with freezing wind. This is exactly what preparedness looks like. A simple tool, maintained, that keeps a small problem from turning into an all-night situation. Number 12. Reflective vest. Visibility is survival on the roadside. A reflective safety vest is cheap, takes almost no space, and can stop a bad situation from getting worse. If you ever have to step out of your vehicle near traffic, you want drivers to see a human shape immediately, not at the last second. Keep the vest somewhere you can reach without getting out, ideally in the cabin, but if the rule is trunk only, then put it right on top so you can grab it fast. In heavy rain, snow, fog, or at night, your dark jacket blends into the background. A vest cuts through that. It also helps if you're directing help to your vehicle or trying to get attention safely. This isn't dramatic gear. It's a basic safety layer, like a seatbelt, that helps you stay visible when conditions and visibility are working against you. Number 13. Warning triangles. Reflective warning triangles, or collapsible cones, give you a simple way to mark your position when your car becomes a hazard for everyone else. Hazard lights are helpful, but they depend on your battery, and in bright daylight or blowing snow, they can be hard to notice. Triangles don't run out of power, and they create a clear, slow down and move over signal for approaching drivers. Keep them together in their case, and make sure you can set them up quickly without digging through the entire trunk. If it's dangerous to walk near traffic, don't take risks. Your first job is staying alive. But when you can do it safely, triangles buy you space. They reduce the chance of a secondary crash, especially on highways where people are distracted, visibility is low, or road conditions are slick. In a serious backup, being seen and being predictable matters just as much as staying warm. Number 14. LED safety flares. LED road flares, or a magnetic strobe beacon, are a modern upgrade to old-style flares. They're reusable, they don't involve fire, and they can be extremely visible in bad weather. Choose one that's simple to operate, bright, and built to handle rain and cold. Keep spare batteries with it, and test it occasionally so you know it works. The advantage here is flexibility. You can place a flashing beacon to mark your vehicle. You can use it as a work light, and you can signal help without draining your car battery. In a long shutdown, where cars are stopped for miles, a strong, independent light can make your vehicle stand out to responders or to a tow truck trying to find you in a sea of cars. This is one of those items that feels optional until the moment you realize your car is basically invisible in a storm. Number 15. First aid basics. A trunk first aid kit should cover the realistic stuff. Cuts, burns, blisters, minor sprains, headaches, and the kind of small injuries that become a big problem when you're stuck. Look for a kit that includes bandages, gauze, medical tape, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, and nitrile gloves. Add a small trauma dressing if you can, because it's useful for heavy bleeding while you wait for help. If anyone in your family needs specific medication, keep a plan for that too. At minimum, a list of medications and allergies in the kit, and a few safe common basics like pain relief if your household can use them. Keep everything in a sealed pouch so it stays clean. The point is not to turn you into a medic. The point is to handle the first minutes and hours calmly while you get proper help or while you manage the situation. Number 16. Fire extinguisher. A small ABC-rated fire extinguisher in your vehicle is one of the most underrated safety items. Car problems can escalate fast, And a small fire is one of the few emergencies where seconds matter. You're not trying to be a hero or fight a major fire. You're trying to stop a small issue early, create a safer exit, or protect people long enough to move away and call for help. Mount the extinguisher securely, or keep it in a spot where it won't turn into a projectile in a crash. Check the pressure gauge occasionally, and replace it when it's expired or discharged. This also matters if you carry extra gear, chargers, or anything electrical. Rare failures happen, and having the right tool is a smart layer of protection. In preparedness, some items are about comfort. This one is about preventing a bad day from becoming a disaster. Number 17. Basic toolkit. A compact toolkit doesn't need to be fancy, but it should be useful. Think of the basics: a multi-bit screwdriver, a small adjustable wrench, pliers, a roll of duct tape, and a handful of zip ties. Add a pair of work gloves if you don't already store them with your cold weather pack, because sharp metal and hot engine parts don't care how tough you are. Tools help with simple fixes, like tightening a battery terminal, reattaching a loose plastic panel, securing a hanging bumper, or making a quick temporary repair that lets you drive to safety. They also help you use the other items in your kit more effectively. Keep it compact, keep it organized, and don't fill your trunk with junk just in case. The beginner win is having a few reliable tools you actually know how to use, not a heavy box you never open. Number 18. Folding shovel. A compact folding shovel is a self-rescue tool that earns its space. Snow, mud, sand, and debris can trap your vehicle faster than most people expect, and digging with your hands is slow, painful, and unsafe in cold. A shovel lets you clear around tires, cut through packed snow, and create space where you need it. It also helps with a critical safety problem in winter. If you run the engine for short bursts of heat, you must make sure the exhaust area isn't blocked by snow or slush, because exhaust gases can build up around the car and become dangerous. A shovel makes that check and cleanup possible without freezing your fingers off. Choose a shovel with a metal blade and a locking mechanism that feels solid. Plastic cracks when it's cold and stressed. This is not glamorous gear, but it's one of the fastest ways to turn "I'm stuck" into "I can move again." Number 19. Traction help. When tires spin on ice or packed snow, you need something that creates grip. Non-clumping kitty litter, sand, or a dedicated traction compound can do that, and it's cheap. Keep it sealed in a tough bag or container so it doesn't leak all over your trunk. The idea is simple. You're adding rough material under the drive tires to help them bite. Traction boards are another option if you want a cleaner, more reusable solution, but even a basic bag of grit can make a big difference. Also remember, traction is not only about getting moving. It's about getting moving safely without flooring the gas and sliding sideways into a worse spot. Use traction help with patience, small movements, and a plan. If you're helping someone else, this is one of the few items that can solve their problem quickly without special tools or a tow truck. Number 20. Tire repair kit. Tires are one of the most common reasons people end up stranded, and your trunk kit should treat that like reality, not bad luck. A practical tire repair kit for beginners usually means 3 things. A compact air compressor that runs off your car's 12-volt outlet, a simple tire pressure gauge, and a basic plug kit for punctures if you're comfortable using it. Even if you never use the plug kit, the compressor and gauge are worth it, because slow leaks happen, temperature changes drop tire pressure, and a low tire warning can turn into a dangerous blowout if you ignore it. Keep the kit together, check that the compressor powers on, and learn the basics of your spare tire situation. Some cars don't even have a real spare anymore. The whole point is keeping a tire problem from becoming an overnight shutdown on the shoulder when you should be getting back to a safe place.